Good day everyone, Jolly here from Chill Lifestyle. Okay, so today's reading will be what can you expect next. So we'll have a look at your current energies and then what we can expect, let's just say over the next 3 months, what your obstacles are when it comes to love and what's coming in. So today we have seashells and a black stone that comes off the beach. So basically choose a pile. So for pile number 1 we have this almost marble looking white and brown seashell. For pile number 2 we've got the spotted seashell, and for pile number 3 we've just got this black stone that comes off the beach. So pile 1, pile 2 or pile 3, choose which stone or shell you're drawn to, and we'll get into your reading. Oh, sorry. Welcome to those of you who have chosen the brown and white stone. Okay, so let's get into your reading. So what is pile number 1 currently dealing with when it comes to their love life? What's happening right now for pile number 1? Okay, so you're currently going through a stage in your life where you feel like things and paths are unknown to you, okay? There possibly was a split or a split up between you and your person, and something is now over, okay? And you're kind of looking at different paths. You're trying to figure out what is the clarity and what truth it is. You may be trying to figure out what happened or what went wrong in your previous relationship. There may have been a third party situation, or maybe perhaps Spirit is saying that the best way for you to figure out your next steps is for you to have more fun. Okay, there may be maybe you going out and just spending time with friends at the moment, and that's great, okay? But yeah, you're definitely dealing with a breakup, or something has definitely come to an end. So what we're wanting to know is what's coming next for you. So what's coming next for pile number 1 when it comes to their love life? What's coming next? Okay. Okay, so there's something where you're needing to perhaps, you might be refusing to look at anything new or anything different, okay? Spirit is saying it's time for you to look into perhaps something that's a little bit different to what you know. But it seems like you wanting to kind of stay in the same cycle. And what happens is when you refuse to move away from your normal situation, or a situation where you're dating the same kind of people, what happens is you land up digging what's called the karmic trench, okay? And what Spirit is saying is, yes, emotions are turbulent, but if you don't change your ways, you're going to have the same answer, okay? And that's exactly what happens. There may have been, perhaps you and this person, some kind of karmic trench. So this is saying that maybe perhaps there was some kind of cycle in your life where it's patterns that are continuously repeating all the time. But you and this person, perhaps maybe you've tried a number of times to get things going, but you haven't really learned any lessons, or your person hasn't been learning the lessons. But there's something from the past. Yeah, you're not using your intuition, pile number 1. you're wanting something more stable in your life, but you're refusing to use your intuition here. Or maybe you didn't use your intuition. It seems like you want to stop playing the field. Maybe perhaps you're wanting something a little bit more serious. Let's talk about this karmic trend here, please, Spirit. There may be perhaps financial losses here, or someone is just quite manipulative or not very giving, not very caring. And if you don't use your intuition, you're going to land up in the same cycle, and it's going to basically create what's called a karmic trench, which means you keep digging yourself further and further into a bad place, okay? You may be perhaps hoping that someone isn't going to be playing anymore. Maybe you want something serious, and you keep sticking by this situation, or just refusing to move on, or refusing to look into different areas or different places in your life. Yeah, you're wanting truth, but at the same time, it just feels like the clarity that you're wanting, it's there, but it's not in the same place that you left it. So if you're trying to reconcile with someone from the past, or you're trying to go down the same path with the same people, the same kind of people, your wishes are not going to be granted, okay? If this is not sounding like it could be you, or does not sound like it's for you, then maybe this isn't your pile. But I really feel like it's time for you to really consider other options, okay? Something that you can work together with, something that's a lot more giving, a lot more caring, okay? But it's not going to help if you're refusing to see the truth, if you're refusing to get clarity on a situation. And this is because maybe perhaps there's someone who's now manipulating you, someone who's perhaps after your money. This is someone who wants stability, but they're not using their intuition to get there, okay? And so instead, there's no truth. There's perhaps lies, manipulation to get what someone wants from you, okay? Let's see, in the next 3 months, are things going to change for pile number 1 in the next 3 months? Okay, so there is a new beginning coming for you. What else? For some of you, it could be pregnancy. For others, it's just maybe perhaps nurturing yourself more. And when you nurture yourself, you'll find the strength to move forward. Some of you could be dealing with a divorce, or there's a divorce coming. Okay? And that's maybe perhaps why this person's doesn't want you to leave. So they might be maybe perhaps telling you what you're wanting to hear, because they don't want you to walk away, because this person doesn't have money. And you asked to please use your intuition, okay? You have to dig deep, pile number 1, so that you don't end up getting caught in this karmic trench. So yes, there could definitely be finding the strength in order to move on into a new direction. Maybe perhaps, like I say, for some of you, you're dealing with a divorce, going through a divorce currently, and you're just battling to see this person. Also, just be aware of the fact, if you are going through a divorce, you don't want to be in a situation where you're fighting for pettiness. Spirit is saying, try to find the power, or be careful of the deep emotions that are using if you're going through the divorce. Try and be fair, okay? If there's children involved, try and think of the fact of children. Divorces can be very unstable for children when it comes to fighting, okay? Children don't need to be involved in your fighting or your quarrels, because there's definitely some children here. We've got children here and we've got children here, so there may be children involved. And Spirit is saying, try and find the fair the fair solution, okay? There may be lies and deception. Maybe your person, is trying to get more money out of you because of the fact that, they're wanting money for children. But at the same time, Spirit is saying, don't fight just for the sake of fighting, because all you're doing is, again, you are now going through this karmic trench, which is just not going to create happiness for you, okay? So let's see, what other advice do we have for pile number 1 when it comes to love? Yeah. So there could be family issues. Maybe you need to forgive some of your parents. Maybe your parents, taught you some lessons about who you are. Maybe you weren't given much love from your parents, and so you chose to have maybe perhaps a life where there was more money, or you disconnected somehow from love because you didn't think that love was worth it or worth your while. Could be anything, okay? You may have dealt with some family issues, for some, like I said, childhood issues. If you don't have children, there could have been childhood issues that's still affecting you, okay? And Spirit is saying it's time for you to recapture your romance. It's time for you to be more playful and have a little bit more fun, as I said in the beginning, even if you are dealing with quite a lot right now. For others, if you're not dealing with a divorce, it just maybe could be trying to balance up your life after quite a hectic time, okay? Maybe, when you finally do see the truth, you'll realize that this person just wasn't the right person for you. This person perhaps was a player. And there was, you felt deep emotions for the situation, but there's definitely you getting the strength and the courage to move forward into a new situation, okay? The bottom of the deck says this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So for some of you, there's someone else out there and you know who they are, and that is the one. This is someone who you have a lot of attraction for. And the Spirit says, you attract love by enjoying the moment fully. So again, just by having fun, you will find that you and this person perhaps have a lot more in common than what you think. Spirit is saying, can you please just have faith and trust in this situation? Spirit, please talk to me about the next 3 months for pile number 1. What can pile number 1 expect for the next 3 months? So yeah, there's definitely someone you're going to have romantic feelings for, perhaps in the next 3 months. Like I said, there is definitely a new beginning. You need to nurture yourself and help yourself gather the courage and the strength to move forward from this old or this past situation that has ended, okay? This is someone who you're going to have great amount of chemistry with. There's definitely chemistry between you and this person. And Spirit's saying that this person, it's safe for you to love, okay? So they're saying, please open your heart and give and receive to the highest energy of all. So even though right now you may be dealing with a bit of a karmic situation where, as I said, you may perhaps have ended a relationship, a long-term commitment. There may be children involved. You may be separating, or you may be going through an actual divorce. And this is all just affecting you right now. But Spirit is saying, try not to put negative energies into it. Try and find a fair and balanced approach to the situation. Nurture yourself during this whole situation, because, if you're a mother, yes, fine, you may be fighting because you may need finances in order to look after your children. Try and find a balanced, happy outcome, because the quicker you can get through a divorce when there's children involved, the better. So long-term fighting just makes it it just prolongs the pain, okay? But Spirit is saying there is someone that will be worth it, okay? You need to still stay positive, even though right now things may seem a little bit negative and a little bit stressful. Spirit is saying stay positive. There are definite things and other things to come in, but don't be too stubborn. Don't stay with people for the wrong reasons. It's definitely time for you to look in something else, okay? You may have many things happening right now, which is probably why you're so confused. But Spirit is saying, again, there is something alternative out there, okay? Don't hesitate to act on this alternative situation. There's choices in front of you, but one of these choices is the right one, okay? if you get trapped in your choices, you're not going to know which way to go. And Spirit is saying, use your heart, okay? Your intuition will guide you, but you need to believe in your intuition. Yeah, don't carry on in the same path with the same kind of people. And this could be anything from just dating the same kind of people. Maybe you like the bad boy, for example. You know, the person who is attractive and, hard to get to settle down. You know, the player types. And Spirit saying it's time to go for something different. It's time not to be with the player types. It's time to find the strength and the courage to go after something that may not be your normal type. Okay, sometimes your soulmates are not always your usual type, and Spirit is saying that they've given you the courage and the strength to move forward and to move towards something that's different. There may be someone in your actual surroundings or someone that you know of that there's a little bit of truth that will come out, and maybe that truth is you guys have always been attracted to each other, or someone you've always been attracted to, and you're not really too sure whether you should go after it. And Spirit is saying to you, yes, okay, it's time to move into this new direction. You may meet someone in the next 3 months. This is someone perhaps that's for some of you a Libra, a Taurus. It could be someone who's a Leo for some of you, but this is someone who it will be more balanced. Okay, this is someone that you can trust. This is someone who there will definitely be an attraction and romantic feelings, and Spirit is saying it will be safe for you guys to get together. Okay, but just nurture yourself during this time, and again, try to use your intuition in order to get the truth. Try to be careful of people who are manipulating you, especially if there's someone around you who's manipulating you, because there's a karmic lesson. Okay, maybe there's money involved, or this person doesn't have money, and so they're lying in order to, or manipulating you in order to get you either to stay or to get you to give them more money. Especially if you're going through a divorce, Spirit is saying just find a fair solution, get down to the truth, and use your intuition to guide you through this situation. But in the future, there's something definitely better coming for you. Okay, pile number 1, that's what I have for you. Hopefully you enjoyed this reading, and I'll chat to you soon. Hello and welcome to those of you who chose pile number 2 with the spotted seashell. Right. So Spirit, please give us a indication as what's actually happening right now in pile number 2's love life. What is going on in pile number 2's love life? Oh, okay, so you at the moment seem to be going through quite a happy time. There's some kind of fated meeting that's helping you ascend to a better or higher place, or things are looking up in your love life by the looks of things. Oh wow, 2 cards next to each other of like a fated soulmate situation. I don't even know why you're here, or maybe this, if it hasn't come to you, this is definitely within your current energies. So there's definitely something coming in for you, something that's fated, something that's part of your soul tribe, and it's coming in pretty soon. Okay, so current energies could be, over the next couple of weeks. If you haven't already met this person, you are definitely about to meet someone that's part of your soul tribe and it's fated. Okay, so that's already a good start. Okay, and Spirit is saying have fun. Okay, enjoy the moment. You may be the seasons are changing, so you may be coming out of summer and going into winter, perhaps. Well, first autumn, then winter, or there's a season change for you. Okay, and what I'm getting is that it's a season in your personal life, so it's a emotional change. A new season is starting, and it's a happy season that's coming in. It's a time of fun, a time of having good time with this person, and like I say, if you haven't met anyone, then get out there. Spirit is saying don't stay indoors. Okay, no matter what the weather is, get up, get dressed, and get out somewhere, because while you're having fun, you're definitely going to be meeting someone, okay? This is something where you might have to make a bit of a decision on the situation, but again, I'm really getting this is fated, okay? Uriel in the Sphinx is telling me that maybe perhaps you guys have some kind of soul past. It goes way deeper than what you actually could ever imagine. So it doesn't matter whatever it is, when you first meet them, you might not know this, but I think there's a really deep past or a really deep history between you and this person. So let's see, where is it going to take you over the next 3 months? I mean, I kind of don't feel like I need to carry on, but let's just carry on. So where is this going to take pile number 2 over the next 3 months? In the near future, how's the love life going to be affected for pile number 2? Okay, so there are some issues here, okay? There may be a journey, you may be traveling, or this person and you may be traveling together. There's a lot of communication between you and this person, but there seems to be this sense of perhaps there's an obstacle in your way. This obstacle may be perhaps finances, it may be another person perhaps, but there's a lot of communication. You may have waited a long time for this person, okay? I will clarify to find out what are these obstacles for pile number 2's love life, because it's definitely a fated relationship. So what's the obstacle between... Right, so that's actually flipped. Okay, so you may not believe that this is what you wanted. Maybe you feel like it's either, look, there may be an actual person, because you don't feel like this offer is coming, or again, maybe you've just waited such a long time for this person that you feel like it can't come in. What is this clearing the path for? It just might be you in your own way. Maybe you feel like there's some kind of, how can I put it, like this person's tricking you, or this person's a trickster. Because you're coming out of a period of feeling lonely, and maybe perhaps you've been working a lot on yourself. Be careful you don't sabotage this pile number 1. You may be so scared, your heart, your head and your heart, you worry that this person's a player, I think. Or maybe this person might come in as a player when they first come in, okay? And Spirit is saying you may feel like you've been tricked, because perhaps in the past you've been tricked a lot, and so now you feel like this is where it's going, and you're not really too sure if you want to stay in this situation. You're like 1 foot in, 1 foot out a little bit. It's because of the past. Something in your past is holding you back. You feel like there's not enough passion, so I'm going to have a sip of my tea. You fear that there's not enough passion here. You feel like maybe perhaps, in the past someone left you. In the past someone made you feel unwanted. And now when you've got this soulmate person coming in your way, you don't believe in it. You feel like you should rather work on yourself, or maybe this person is working on themselves, and you feel like this person's tricking you. You feel like this person's a player. Okay, so just be careful. I feel like there's a lot of self-sabotage for you. Okay, so the next 3 months for pile number 2, what is happening for pile number 2 over the next 3 months when it comes to their love life? Spirit say just go within, okay? Stop stressing. Yes, there may be 2 worlds, or you may be in 2 minds, okay? You may be dealing with your head over your heart. Do I stick with this person? Don't I stick with this person? And Spirit is saying just go within, okay? You may still be healing from a past situation, and this past situation is it's basically what's stopping you. But Spirit is saying you're the architect of your life. You know, you have everything that it takes to move forward. All you're needing to do is to move into a new direction. And if you trust this person and you go with this, I think you've got a commitment coming your way, okay? So this is something that's definitely long-term. Let's get some kind of advice. What's going on with pile number 2? Why are they feeling so scared? What's happening with pile number 2? So there may be children involved, okay? That might be a bit of an obstacle. Maybe there's children on your side or the partner's side, perhaps for some of you. Yep, you see, go ahead and express yourself, okay? You can express love to this person. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, pile number 2, okay? There's no need for you to be scared. Yes, for some of you, okay, some of you are in a separation period. So maybe you've met your soulmate and you may have broken up. Okay, so for some of you, you've met the soulmate and you thought it was everything you wanted, but maybe perhaps you broke up or there was some kind of separation between you and this person. But I feel like there is communication, and maybe you feel like there's something in the way, but there is communication coming, okay? So that's just for some of you out there. Yeah, because there's a reconciliation coming up. So if you have been separated from someone, pile number 2, then there's a reconciliation coming up. Maybe perhaps that's why you feel like this person wants to come out of the cold. Okay, so maybe you feel like this person manipulated you. Maybe this person was a player and they treated you badly, but this person's now feeling sorry for themselves, okay? And you might hear communication. You have been maybe waiting for this person to return. There's a lot of attraction between you and this person, a lot of chemistry between you and this person, okay? And a lot of fun. So you and this person, you know, and maybe perhaps this person was a bit of a player for some of you. And you knew that this was your person, but this person maybe perhaps needed just a little bit more time. So maybe they left because they didn't believe in the relationship. They didn't have enough faith. So they didn't come forward with any kind of offers, okay? And then this person perhaps walked away, making you feel like you weren't worthwhile. But this person feels really bad for what they've done, okay? And there is still a bit of an obstacle that's in the situation, but Spirit is saying, going forward. So there's definitely some kind of codependency here. Okay, you may be dealing with 2 people here as well. There may be a new person and a return of the old for some of you. There's a few codependencies. So this is either you are still feeling very codependent, and so Spirit is saying, if you're very codependent on this person, codependency is not a very good thing to have in a relationship. Feeling like you can't be without them, feeling like your life is dead when you don't have this person in your life. It's a scary fact, and codependency then creates more problems, okay? And that's you standing in your own way. Spirit saying the more you put and invest in yourself, the more you believe in who you are, then you will find that you will have a better relationship, either with this person or with someone new, okay? Like I said, there's probably different situations out there. For some of you, this is definitely a past life relationship. That's why you need to go within. I think there's still some healing that you need to do, because there is someone you can go ahead and make a romantic gesture to, okay? There's definitely a soul tribe, someone part of your a soulmate soul tribe, a fated relationship, something that's quite destined, okay? But you need to believe in yourself, okay? Yes, there may be a trickster. So for some of you, okay, there may be a past person that's returning, okay? And this person is going to try and trick you, okay? This person this is a page in reverse, so that they're not even going forward. This person perhaps, they've got very little to offer you. They're childish, they're immature. They're a trickster, they're codependent, okay? You may still have a codependency to this person. This person left you, they walked away from you. And they might be coming back, but there's another soulmate that's coming in. There may be children involved, maybe between you and this other person. So if you have a child with someone else, then just be aware that this person may come in, but they're still a trickster, okay? someone it may even be, I don't really like to talk about that, but trying to use black magic to try and bring you back. And there may be two people, two different situations, and you needing to decide which is the one. But one is fated. One is definitely someone you can give to. This is someone you've got a lot of chemistry and attraction to. And then there's someone else that there may be a codependency. It's not love, it's codependency. That's a bit different. And that is like, I can't be without you. I can't let you go. But I also can't be with you. And that's not healthy, because what happens is then you land up in a codependent cycle of, well, I can't let you go. Yes, but what does that mean? You can't let me go, but you also can't be with me. So that becomes just a really bad cycle. So Spirit is saying, please take some time in the next 3 months to go within. If this person's coming back, make sure that you choose the right person if you've got to. Okay? If this is just someone that you date and maybe perhaps there's a separation and you guys reconcile, just make sure that the codependencies are done, okay? Work on yourself. Make sure that this person's done the work as well. You should never ever take someone back unless they've proven to you that they've changed. Make sure they've done the work. You need to understand why they're coming back. What are they coming back for? And the words, because I can't be without you, or because that's not good enough. Okay, that's not a good enough answer. The answer needs to be, because I've thought about it, I've done all the work, and you are the one that I want, and you're the one that I want to move forward with, and you are the one that I want to marry, or, and it's only you, and I've done the work, and I realized where my mistakes were, and I realized that I was scared perhaps in the past. It's got to be a good enough reason. Reconciliation should only ever take place if they've done that work, because otherwise you'll end up in a loop where it's just continuously over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, so that's kind of what I got for you, pile number 2. Like I said, there is someone you can express your love to. There is someone that you can, there's definitely a fated relationship, a soulmate, someone who's part of your soul tribe. And this person you can express your love to, but just be aware of some kind of player that's out there. Someone perhaps coming back from the past. Or, like I said, if it is this person, just make sure that they are ready. Make sure that they've done the work, and make sure it's not a codependency, because a codependency is an addiction. And addictions are not long-term, because we get our fix and then we run off again. Okay. So I hope this helps for you, pile number 2. I hope this makes sense for you, and I'll chat to you soon. And welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number 3 with the black beach stone. Okay, so what's happening with you right now, pile number 3? What is going on with your love life? Let's see. Seeing things from a different perspective. Oh, so what was up in the air is about to come down. Okay, so what's currently happening for pile number 3? Ooh, view of the ego. Okay, so be careful of that. Okay, so final judgment call. Okay, so you are dealing with a situation where you have had to maybe perhaps spend some time alone. Maybe things have been quite in suspension, so you're not really too sure what was going on, and you needed some time to perhaps spend alone, to go within, to think about what it is that you're actually wanting, where you've gone wrong in the past, where you can change, how things in your life can change. Perhaps things were up in the air. It was just in suspension. You didn't know what was happening, but I feel like you're about to get some kind of answer on that. Okay, someone was they were just taking from the relationship. Okay, they were more interested in themselves than you. Okay, here's the view of the ego. If you have a look, there's 3 people, but this person can only see themselves in the mirror. This is someone who's egotistical, and they're not really interested in what the other people are doing. All they can literally see is themselves. So they're not interested in anyone else or giving time to anyone else, because all they're interested in themselves. And there's some kind of major decision. And Spirit is saying, if you dig deep into the situation, dig deep into your heart, dig deep into your mind, you will get an answer on this situation. So what's coming in the near future for pile number 3, please? Okay, so things are about to ascend when it comes to your love life. You're about to, I think once you get this, something that was up in the air is going to come down. You'll be able to get some kind of answers. And I think it's going to help you ascend in your love situation. It could be with a King of Scrolls, and this could be, so it doesn't matter if you're male or female, but this is a leader, someone who's quite creative, perhaps someone who's an architecture or building. But this is someone who's wanting to take the lead in life, someone who's very creative, passionate, very passionate person. Some of you, there's two people coming in, but if not, then it's the same person, and this person. So I'm just putting it out there that for some of you, just be aware of the egotistical person that may come back, but we'll see as we go. So someone is very romantic. You're definitely on track to something. For some of you, you have two people coming in. One of them is romantic and loving and kind and giving, and the other one's very passionate, very attractive, very aware of who they are. Either which way, your love life is about to ascend. So I want to know, who is this King of Scrolls? Who is this King of Scrolls for pile number 3? Okay, someone who did not treat you fairly. Okay, this person was not fair, okay? They came in, this is probably this view of the ego, okay? They took from you, they weren't fair, and this person perhaps has now faced karma. Look at this, bad luck. So this is someone who didn't treat you well, and they're dealing with bad luck. Give me one more card, please. This person's definitely had their karma. Their fate has been handed down to them because they were egotistical. They were too interested in themselves. They didn't care what they did to you. They weren't fair. They weren't balanced when it came to the love. They took and didn't give back. Give me one more card too, please. Who's this King of Scrolls? So this is someone who's maybe perhaps very confident, very passionate. There was no love in this situation, or the love came out. So this person pretended to love you, pretended to have feelings, but it wasn't fair. However it was, they maybe perhaps love bombed you. They knew, or when they see you becoming happy, because there's a King of Roses here. So this is water sign perhaps. So you may have been dealing with a fire sign, and then this is a water sign. So let's see, who's this King of Scrolls? Who's this King of Roses for pile number 3, please? Maybe you finally start to see this ego person, and that's why things have been suspended in your love life, because you had to see this person for the truth, for who they really were. Maybe you made excuses for them all the time, excuses as to why they treated you the way they did. You made excuses to your friends, your family, and you needed to see it. And I think you're about to see the truth. This person's honest, okay? This person, they are dead honest. They're very logical. This is a leader, but a truthful leader, someone who's honest and logical, okay? They cut to the truth of any situation. This is not someone who is going to bullshit you. This is not someone who wants to offer you anything bad, okay? They do have a lot of burdens that they've been dealing with, okay? They've got a lot of stress and anxiety, but at least they'll be honest about it, okay? Give me another card, please, for this. Okay, so this person may be a little bit defensive, or you may be a bit defensive because of the fact that you've been stabbed in the back before by perhaps this player. And so you may be quite defensive. This person even may be a little bit on the defense when you first meet them, okay? I just want one more. What is this scent about? I really feel like something that's worth investing. Yeah, a new cycle is beginning for you. One that's going to lead to your 10 of Cups. This is very passionate, but there is a third party situation for some of you. Or this could be a friendship. We've got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, so this could possibly be either someone who was alone, or they spent a lot of time alone. Maybe perhaps there's definitely a third party or a reconciliation coming in, but doesn't always mean the same thing. Everyone's in a different circumstances. But this is someone who's very honest. They may be a little bit defensive because they've got a lot of burdens that they're carrying. But at least, but at least it will still be very passionate. But this one at least leads to your 10 of Cups, to your family, to everything you've ever wanting, okay? And this is a new cycle that's starting. So just be very aware of if there are two people and one's from the past coming back, that this other person's not changed. They're just coming back because they've been dealt their karma. So, okay, over the next 3 months, what and how is pile number 3's love life going to change? Okay, so we have something that's going to become a lot more loving, a lot more caring. The King of Keys wants to come in. So this is, again, something that's solid. So romantic and solid is definitely coming in. Truthful, romantic, solid. Yeah, you're also needing to go within, though. And just be aware that there's someone you've definitely manifested. I just want one more here. And you may be communicating a lot, okay, with this person. Let me just get a few more cards here, please. So talk to me about pile number 3's love life over the next 3 months. Yeah, pay attention to the red flags. Okay, the signs are cautioning you. And I'm telling you now, it's this person that's unbalanced, okay? If this is not someone returning from your past and you do have options, there could even be 3 people coming, okay? 4 possibly. You might all of a sudden have all these options. One of them, there's red flags. This person's unbalanced. This person has a lot of bad karma. This person's very egotistical, okay? And then we've got it safe for you to love. Open your heart and give to the highest energy of all. And I'm telling you, it's this honest person. So one of these people is honest. One of these situations is going to lead to an engagement over the next, couple of years. The other one is it's just red flags, okay? Yeah, one of them you do deserve love, and this person is someone you can give a chance to, okay? There may still be family issues that are healing that's done, and you do deserve love. There may be religious factors affecting your relationship with this person, but it's going to lead to a very long-term lucrative love life, okay? There may be children in place, and there's definitely very romantic. But all in all, it's definitely a much happier situation. Okay, I'm going to try and see if I can get one more card for this outcome for you, please. For pile number 3, what is the outcome? If they choose, let's see, the outcome, if they choose this honest, romantic person. This person's more balanced. They're definitely very balanced. They may not be highly passionate like the other person is, but they're more balanced because they could be a Leo for some of you. Yeah, you need to have confidence in yourself and the strength and courage to get over this other person. Have the strength and the courage to move on. Know that you deserve it. You are confident, you're attractive. You really need to be much better than this other person who's confident, but at the same time, they unbalanced, okay? They come in and they'll pretend that they love you, but they're not balanced. Their love is not balanced. This is someone who maybe perhaps walked away from you, okay? And now they're wanting to return. This person's not your wish fulfillment, okay? We've got the devil at the bottom of the deck. So this person is still toxic, okay? Even if they come back and tell you, I've done all my work, it's only because they've been handed karma. And that's why they are coming forward, okay? They put you in a third party situation, perhaps, maybe that's what it was trying to tell me. And they might still be in a third party. They're just not going to tell you the truth. Okay. Pile number 3, that's what I have for you. Hopefully you enjoy this reading, and if you do, please give me a thumbs up and I'll chat to you soon.